Good evening. Welcome in. Hi, everybody. My name is Julia Flinworry, and I am so excited to be coming to you tonight for a whole host of wonderful reasons, but most of all because what I am about to share with you has absolutely been a game changer in my life and in the lives of so many people who are here tonight. If you are a guest and you're lucky enough to be here with us, I am so happy you're here. I want to welcome you in and remind you that the people that are here and are listening and are participating are just thrilled to share this information with you. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bop on over here and I'm going to share my computer screen because I have a slide that I think would be awesome for you all to see. And here we go. Today, I did a little bit of research on the internet, which I love doing. And the number one thing that I saw on YouTube today was what people are looking for in supplements. And what they're looking for are supplements that, get this, actually work, and they don't want to waste money. They want to stop wasting money on supplements. Those were the two big things that I saw today on YouTube and on Google when I searched supplements. That's what people are looking for. Supplements that work, and they want to stop wasting money. Now, the two most common questions that I saw were number one, which supplements should I take? And number two, how much should I take? Well, those are really fascinating questions for the people who are on this call and me today. I'm so excited because these are actually the questions that we're going to be answering. Now, I don't know about you, but this is really me. I am not interested in spending money blindly. Actually, I really don't want to spend money unless I need to. But mostly, I want to know what I'm getting for my money. I want to know that what I'm spending my money on is quality, and I want to know the benefits of what I'm spending my money on. And I think I'm like most people. I don't think that's unusual. I think that the people that are here tonight would agree with me and would feel the same way. Now, before I go any further, I want to introduce a wonderful friend of mine who I've known for a very long time and who has wonderful insight on exactly what we're about to speak about. And her name is Deborah Busby. Deborah is from West Virginia, and I'm going to unmute her right now, or she's going to unmute herself. And Deborah, can you tell me a little bit about your experience as far as supplements go?
Oh, well, hey, everybody. Um, I think this is the best supplement ever. I found myself always wondering, what should I be taking? Just like you found out on the internet, people are asking, right? What should I take? How much should I take? I didn't know. And you're standing in the grocery aisle looking at 5,000 different products. And I spent plenty of money and never knew if I was getting what I needed. And then when I heard about this, I was excited because you got a DNA report, which I've never done a test before because I was always afraid of, them selling it, which was really nice to know that this is HIPAA certified lab. So I went on and did the test. And then to have those results, I came out with stuff that I had no idea. I was shocked at some of the weak genes that I had. And so now to know that I'm getting exactly what I need to prop those genes up. I was telling somebody today, it's a product I will never quit taking for the rest of my life. I think it's just amazing.
That is amazing. That is really incredible. You're speaking exactly to what so many other people have said earlier today, which makes me so excited. Now, from the perspective of wasting money, do you feel like by having a DNA test that gives you straight answers, how does that impact the financial decision?
Oh, I think money for me isn't an object when it comes to my health. I mean, I was wasting money before all these years on supplements that, come to find out, most of them I didn't really need.
Wow.
So, and then when I think about when I saw my report, and obviously it doesn't mean that you're going to develop these diseases or whatever, but that those genes, you're more susceptible. When you think about future hospital bills and insurance and, all the stuff that goes along with being sick, this is well worth the price. I mean, to me, it's priceless.
Wow, I really appreciate you saying that. Everyone, that was Deborah Busby. Again, good friend of mine for many years from West Virginia, and I really am grateful to her for sharing that. We're going to have a couple of other people who are going to share their experiences as well. I'm excited to introduce you to those folks as well tonight. But the next part I want to move on to, getting back over to my slides, is a self-assessment. So one of the things that is really important as far as knowing what you should take is really thinking about exactly why you should take something, or what is going on in your body and what you're experiencing. So while we're about to look at some material, I'd like you to be thinking about these questions. Number one, think about your energy and your stamina. What is your stamina and energy level like? Number two, what is your sleep like? In other words, how do you sleep? Do you fall asleep easily? Do you stay asleep? Is sleep a problem? Are you getting enough? Number three, something to think about is inflammation and pain. Do you have joint pain, or do you have inflammation in your body? Are you aware of it? In some cases, I think people aren't even aware because they've been living with pain for so long. Number four, maybe you would like to maintain where you are in your health. Maybe you're very young and you're feeling great and you just want to continue on this wonderful pattern for the rest of your life. So are you happy where you are, and do you want to continue feeling this good? I think that's a really important piece here. And last, while we're going through this next material, have you already seen our DNA report? Deborah was speaking about that. Our DNA report provides accurate information about your adult human body for you that you can also share with your doctors. Now, from there, your Ütrition will be accurately created based on 18 actionable genes, and this is going to be explained. But most of all, this is a laser approach to your health. Now, I want to show you briefly, before we go into the next phase, I want to show you briefly, this is a printed copy of a DNA report. Remember, when we go through, I'm going to just show you that they're going to talk about a 35-page document, and that is what this is. Now, what's cool here is this is a sample of a DNA report. I can see that some of these little dots over here are getting blown out because they're green. But right here, we're going to have some explanation. I just wanted to give you a little brief preview of what a DNA report looks like, because some people have said, I don't even know what that means. So we're going to get into that. Right now, we're going to look at some material, and then we're going to come back and talk for a minute. So give me just a second here. I'm going to bring us on over to where we need to be, get us started, and sometimes our computers run a little slower than we think they should, right? All right.
So make sure you're bringing in people and getting that early pay, paid daily.
Oh,
now,
excuse me, guys.
That,
sorry.
There's a 10% match on the.
Sorry about that, everybody. Sometimes things get away from us, don't they? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start this, and I cannot wait for you to learn this information.
Welcome to this introduction to Euphoria Science. With its one-of-a-kind, DNA-based designer nutrition, you're about to see why Euphoria is arguably the most significant health and wellness company in history.
The big question is, was your nutritional product made before or after your DNA test results? Euphoria Science is the cell phone to the landline. It's Netflix to Blockbuster. Euphoria really is an extreme human experience in an extreme scientific environment. A one-of-a-kind custom-designed nutritional formula based on each person's unique DNA. That's really the groundbreaking technology behind Euphoria. Everyone wants into DNA right now. Of course they do. It's projected to be a $600 billion marketplace. So the problem is they'll do your DNA test, which is great. But then we've got your DNA here, try all these prefab supplements, one size fits all. We just keep taking everything, hoping we get some results. Up until now, we were buying a bottle of this and a box of that. It's the same stuff that everyone else is taking. And we had cupboards filled with every supplement you could imagine. Your DNA is different from my DNA, and my DNA is different from everyone else's. So we shouldn't be taking everyone else's nutritional supplements. We should be taking those that are uniquely made for us.
We all have genetic variants that affect our DNA. That's why my eyes are brown and your eyes are blue. But we also have genetic variants that can affect our overall health and wellness. These genetic variances are called SNPs, single nucleotide polymorphisms.
Single nucleotide polymorphism.
The SNPs that Euphoria tests for are what I like to call the heavy hitters. These are the ones that can be compensated for with proper nutrition and can make the biggest difference in your overall health and wellness.
I guess when I think about DNA in my body, I always think about things that are obvious, like physical features, things that you can always see, they're right in front of you.
But there's all these little hidden areas of your health that you don't really think about, and they're affected by your DNA.
Basically, you take a simple non-invasive DNA test. You stick it in a prepaid envelope where it goes off to our medical grade labs, highest quality, highest standards of privacy. All right, time for Mission Ütrition. Let's go on this journey.
Your DNA is processed in a CAP-accredited, CLIA certified, and HIPAA compliant facility. Your data is secured, protected, and most importantly, accurate.
Your DNA results are going to reveal what SNPs you have that are affecting your overall health and nutrition. Within a short matter of time, you get a secure link with your DNA test results, 35 pages talking about your genetic SNPs.
The Euphoria Wellness DNA report is easy to read, especially because it has all of your scientific DNA information just right in front of you.
Green means you didn't inherit from either parent. Yellow means you got it from one parent. And then red means you got it from both parents.
Understanding your DNA helps anchor that conversation about your wellness and removes a lot of the guesswork about your health.
And it confirms a lot of suspicions, like things that were going on with our bodies that actually make sense now.
It's not just enough to understand your DNA. There are things you should do about it. And that's where Euphoria takes things to the next level.
The technology behind Euphoria Science, the software, was over 24 years in development. It's proprietary. Nobody else has it, and it facilitates what we call the algorithm of you. So here's the real issue. Suppose we didn't know we were taking enough of a particular nutritional supplement. In fact, we may be taking less than what we really require because we weren't overcoming our genetic weaknesses.
Or we think, I could take more of a particular vitamin or supplement, then I should be okay. But we could literally take too much and be dealing with toxicity.
For years, we understood what nutrition and nutritional requirements were needed for humans. But it wasn't until recently, with the advent of genomic testing, that we could pinpoint and in a precise way determine genetic weaknesses and then supplement with their proper nutrition. And now, not only do we know what we need or don't need, Euphoria Science translates that unique information into everyone's own unique nutritional formula. It'll drop, based on DNA results, nearly 100 plant-based, peer-reviewed studied ingredients into one formula that we call Ütrition. We were very careful in choosing the ingredients for Ütrition. They're all based on multiple peer-reviewed published studies. There's no two test results alike, no two formulas alike. It's made specifically for you, dictated by your DNA. This is the only software of its kind on the planet, 24 years in development, and the only machine of its kind to prepare your unique Ütrition. Ütrition is a straight line in nutrition for you because it's made for you. It has your name on it. Before you create your own personalized nutritional formula to the microgram, a clinical dosage of exactly what you need. Currently, based on the SNPs we test for in Euphoria Phase 1, we can create nearly 400 million unique formulas. And you don't have to wait for your Ütrition to arrive to begin to experience some of these nutritional benefits. While your DNA is paired to your very own Ütrition, people engage in the product Pretrition, designed to prepare your body for your very own designer Ütrition. Every U-Start kit comes with a 30-day supply of what we call the Pretrition formula. Pretrition is a very powerful combination of ingredients, including astaxanthin and AC11 for DNA repair. Ütrition is actually the foundational formula for everyone's finalized nutrition. I've been involved with companies where they'll make a product and they'll find a headline ingredient. They'll just sprinkle a tiny bit in there and make it the headline for the marketing. Here, so much time and money, millions and millions of dollars have been put into this technology. So there's no cutting corners. When your product is made, your actives are clinical doses based on those peer-reviewed studies. They're not just sprinklings of powder.
To take your DNA, process it through software to determine what you need, then input that into a machine that creates a formula is revolutionary.
So we have the one and only Ütritionator. Print your label, makes your product, ships it to your doorstep. Your name on it.
The science of nutritional medicine, which is what we call nutrigenomics, has finally entered the 21st century.
No other company has this technology, and no other company can do what Euphoria can do for your health and nutrition. I think our children are going to make fun of us someday and say, wait a minute, you guys all used to take the same supplements for everybody? Peace is priceless on today's planet. And knowing your DNA dictated your very own formula, it allows us to sleep at night, literally. Unlike what we've seen in the blind nutritional space, where it ends up in hype and desperation and over-promising, trying their hardest to distinguish themselves from their market twins.
DNA is everywhere now.
It's not just about family history, but it's about my personal health today.
So there you have it, Euphoria Science, arguably the most significant wellness company in history. So welcome to Euphoria, where being you never felt better.
Wow, there you go. Okay, so I have got to say that is some exciting stuff for me. Whoop, we're going to come back to that in just a second. But for me, that is truly an exciting video. I remember the very first time I watched it, I did not get very far into it before tears came to my eyes. It was so exciting for so many reasons. I would like to invite another person to speak, and this is, again, a good friend of mine. She lives in New York, and her name is Linda Ray. Linda, are you here right now? There's Linda. I'm going to unmute you. Hi, Linda. How are you tonight?
Hi, how are you doing, Julia?
Amazing, absolutely amazing. I would love it if you would share a little bit with all of us about your experience.
Well, a couple of years ago, I was getting tired all the time at night, and I was working with a doctor and taking different supplements, and they were all separate. I had to buy a bottle of magnesium, actually 2 kinds of magnesium, and a bottle of calcium, and a bottle of vitamin D, and this and that, and the total was over $300, and I was still chronically tired all the time, even with spending all that money. And so for me, it was a no-brainer when I found Euphoria, and I could have a scientific custom test on exactly what supplements I needed for my genotype, and I knew exactly which ones to take and of what form, and I was actually saving money doing that, and my energy level was so much better. And I get to work with a great team of people on your team, Julia. So I'm really happy about that.
What a nice thing to say. And in so many ways. I'm so excited to hear you say that. So you're not wasting money anymore either, and you're finding out exactly what supplements you need to take too.
Right. Instead of doing what we called blind nutrition, taking a bunch of things and hoping it was enough, and even taking multiple forms of things and wondering which form was better, now my energy level is higher and it's actually less money. And by sharing it, I actually get 25% off for each customer that I find.
Wow, that is awesome. Well, I am so grateful to you for sharing that. I love hearing everybody's stories, and I love that you shared that with us. That is truly a wonderful thing to hear for you and for your family, and that you're here on our team. Now I'm going to go right back to another piece of material because I think you guys are going to just love this. Hang on with me, and we're going to jump right back in real quick. I'm going to open this up and away we go.
We'd like to introduce you to a key member of our Euphoria Science team, certified geneticist and nutrigenetic specialist, Dr. Jen Myers.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jen Myers. Every day in my clinic, I swab patients for their DNA. Why? Because their DNA provides the coordinates to their specific health, removing any guesswork that accompanies blind nutrition. This DNA report is everyone's genetic map made simple, and you can receive yours in just a couple of weeks. This vital information here identifies your actionable genes. What does that mean? It means we can take action now, or we can choose to leave genetic fate to the wind. I've dedicated my career to identifying these genes for my patients and informing them how they can take action and harness nutrition based on their DNA. What's so exciting now is that Euphoria provides a straight path to nutrition by creating everyone's own unique nutritional formula to the microgram. This technology is groundbreaking and exclusive to Euphoria. Best of all, it's made affordable to everyone. Your DNA is the authority for your health, and swabbing is easy, non-invasive, and private. Euphoria gives your body a voice with almost 400 million unique nutritional formulas, and one is yours. Welcome to the Euphoria movement.
Let's show you.
Wow. Okay. I just want you guys to know that when I see those incredible people speak and tell the story, and all of those talented scientists and doctors telling us about how to actually find out the exact supplements that our bodies need, the exact amount that we need from a simple DNA test, I'm just so excited because that answers the question. How do I find out what supplements I need, how much I need, and how do I make sure that I'm not wasting any money on products that I don't need? And the other thing that they answered, which to me is super important, is the quality. That the product that they're making for me is vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, non-GMO, and of the highest quality. And there are some ingredients there that you just can't get in your grocery store, right? There's going to be some amazing ingredients there. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that. I do have one more person that I'm going to bring on, but let me show you something else first before I get to her. Hold on just a sec here. And here we go. Let's see if I can move this.
How easy it is to become a Euphoria customer and experience all of the benefits from your own designer Ütrition. Your DNA is just one click away, putting you one step closer to your own designer Ütrition. The process is quick and easy, beginning first by purchasing a UStart kit and collecting your DNA sample. Mail your sample in the prepaid envelope to our Euphoria DNA partner lab for analysis. You'll receive a detailed DNA report explaining to you what genetic SNPs you possess. Based on your report, Euphoria Science's proprietary technology produces your one-of-a-kind nutritional formula. And finally, your formula is delivered right to your door. Once you purchase your UStart DNA collection kit, register your kit online and pay your one-time lab processing fee. This is a separate laboratory fee required by Euphoria's partner lab, and each UStart kit includes a half-price coupon good toward your lab processing fee. Be sure and use it while it's still valid. After you perform your swab collection, place your swabs in the postage-paid envelope. While waiting for your DNA to pair with your customized Ütrition, start taking the pre-trition formula. Pre-trition is an ideal way to prepare your body for optimal health. With its robust ingredients drawn from nearly 100 plant-based ingredients, including AC11 for DNA repair. When your DNA collection is analyzed, you'll receive a 35-page DNA report, headlined by your unique DNA results. An easy-to-read explanation details what SNPs you possess, along with the ingredients in your customized Ütrition that can assist in counteracting the effects of those SNPs. If all these ingredients were purchased separately online, an individual could end up paying close to $1,000 per month and taking 60 to 100 capsules a day. The power of Ütrition eliminates all of that. You can now have one customized formula in one container, designed just for you. Let's hear from our CEO, Ron Williams, as
Okay, we're definitely going to hear
he
from Ron.
shares his vision.
But before we hear from Ron, I really want to bring you back to somebody else. Let me see here. I'm going to hit stop share. Okay, there we go. So Ron's going to talk to us a little bit about the product some more and a little bit about more things with our company. But if you came on to learn about our product and about how supplementation could help you and what kind of supplements to take and how to stop wasting money, I want to thank you so much for joining us. That is where our presentation is really going to wrap up, with that information. I thank you for being here, and the person who invited you was so pleased that you were here too. But if you're interested in learning a little bit more about the business behind the business, then I invite you to stay. Right now, I'm going to invite one of my really good friends, another really good friend, on. And this is another person from New York, but further up New York, further up into the city, into the state. And her name is Rhonda. Rhonda, are you there with me?
Hey, Julia. Thanks for having me.
Hey, tell us
To
where
the
you
west.
are.
New York's a big state.
Absolutely. So I wanted you to come on tonight and talk a little bit about your experience, and both of your experiences, both with the product, and if you could tell us a little bit about your experience about the business behind the business, I'd love to hear it.
Sure, definitely. So a little bit about, I'm not going to go into any of my personal health problems or anything like that, but over the past 5 to 6 years, I had some health problems, and I've gone to many different doctors. Every single one of those doctors has recommended different kinds of supplements or nutrition, eating patterns, things for me to do. So probably over the past 5 to 6 years, I've literally probably spent thousands of dollars trying different things. Some seemed to work a little bit, some didn't, it was all really just a guessing game. We were always just guessing. What do I need? How much do I need of it? Is this helping? Is it not helping? So it was really interesting to me when I was introduced to Euphoria, because it totally took the guesswork out of everything. Like, even, at that point, my doctors were just guessing based on, different things, but it was still just a guess. We were still just guessing what I needed. So when I got this DNA report, I actually took it to one of my doctors, and she was floored. Like, she didn't even realize that something was out there on the market like this yet. She looked at that report and she was like, this is crazy. She goes, she had literally just come back from a weekend-long seminar that she had gone to, and it was all about personalized healthcare, which was so ironic. I was in her office like the following week, and she was like, everything is going to personalization. She goes, I can't believe I haven't heard of it. And I was like, well, it's kind of brand new. Like, I mean, it had just come out. I think I went to see her. I got my DNA report at the beginning of the year. Like, I think I went to see her in like March or April. So it was brand new. So she was so excited, and she's like, you have to go on this. She's like, forget everything else. Like, just go on this. So it's been really a blessing, because I mean, besides hours and hours of research I did myself, with all the doctors and everything, and trying to figure out different things to help myself, this now stopped all of that. I'm getting the clinical doses, everything's high quality. It's just made a tremendous improvement for my health and my personal situation. So with that being said, for me, it was a no-brainer to get into the business, because I know there's other people out there that are doing the same things that I've been doing for the past 5 to 6 years, looking for answers, looking for, things. You're always looking, researching, Googling everything you can possibly try to find to help your situation. And there's so many conflicting reports out there, even doctors, give you conflicting things. So by getting my DNA report, I have my DNA report here. I've taken it to several of my doctors now, and now actually knowing what I'm getting is the clinical dosages and the exact supplements that I need for my body. Like, I wanted to share this technology with other people to save them all that agony that I went through and all that time and all that wasted money, and just getting this knowledge out to people is just super important to me.
That is so amazing and so exciting. Now, I'm surprised, and I would love to hear your thought on this. When you say get involved in the business behind the business, and you say get involved with this, what would that look like for someone who's involved in a family?
Well, the thing I love about it is now my kids are older at this point in time. However, we're going to visit. My oldest son just moved to Boston for a job. So whenever we go, we wanted to go visit him a couple times. I didn't have to worry about taking off of work or anything like that. We could just go. And, even then with families that have young children, you're always on the go. You don't want to miss things as they get older. You don't want to miss things because now, when they get to high school, they're involved in so many activities. And of course, you want to be at as many things as you can possibly be. The nice thing about this business is you can literally work it from your phone. The apps and the technology that the company gives us are so easy and readily easy to use right on your phone that it makes it where you can use it anywhere. It's super easy and flexible. You can do it whenever you want.
I love it. So even in retirement, even people who don't have children, who want to just be able to pick up and go, this looks like a great opportunity. The last question I have for you is something you just mentioned, which are tools. Can you tell me a few of the tools that the company provides?
Yes, so the company offers us 2 websites. There's one website that they give us that is more customer centered. Then they give us another website that is actually more geared towards people who want to get into the business. So depending who you're talking to, you can send them to the 2 different websites, which is nice because it gives them a little bit more information one way or the other. Then the company also has an app right on our phones. And in that app, you can put your customers, you can put people you've been talking to that are interested. You can send them all these videos that the company makes that are, give all kinds of information. So you really just literally go into your app, pick the video that they're asking about or they have questions about, and send them the information. If they need more information, then you can go back in and send them another video. I mean, you don't have to know, like people are sometimes worried, oh my God, I don't know all this stuff about DNA. You don't have to know anything about DNA because we have Dr. Jen for that, right? Dr. Jen's videos are incredible. She talks about all the SNPs. That's all you have to do is send out all these videos that the company has made for us, and they have all the information you could possibly want to send somebody.
That is incredible. That's about what I think a lot of people have said, a lot of leaders in the company have said. You don't have to be the librarian. You don't have to know the material. All you're doing, or you don't have to be the library. You're the librarian. You're just bringing people to the material. If you've been watching and you've been wondering if this looks like something that you would be as excited as Rhonda and I are, Deborah and Linda are as excited, if you're as excited as we are, let me just tell you that the materials that you've seen and the videos that you've seen were created by the company for us all to use. These materials are readily available, and there is so much more that the company has provided to us for free, including extensive training from the world's leading network marketing trainer, Eric Worre. We have access to a really large amount of material so that we can duplicate this business and make it easy for someone getting started. Listen, I want to thank you guys so much for joining us here this evening. If you do have additional questions about the product, or you'd like to speak to a leader here in the company, or like to learn a little bit more, we do have more material. We do have more videos. We do have a lot more that we can share with you to make your life easy and to make this decision easy. I think the one thing that people want to know is, will this business work? And will this business work for me? And judging by the people that we've spoken to tonight, I can say it's a resounding yes. I can definitely say I'm going to switch over to the galley view, and I'm going to say, give me a thumbs up, you guys. Am I getting some thumbs up on the excitement here and how much we love this? Absolutely. I have some amazing leaders on this call who are super excited to be here and to participate. Doctors, physical therapists, and people from all walks of life, including business owners, are here growing our businesses and just loving this. Thank you all so very much for joining us this evening. Please get back with the person who invited you. They're so happy that you came on and they want to share more information with you. I thank you so much and have an amazing evening.